Hello all, welcome back to the channel and to this week's video where we'll be looking at a fight between Jan Blachowicz and Israel Adesanya. The focus of this video will be Jan Blachowicz, but it was a close fight and Adesanya had some great moments. Now there will be an Adesanya feature in the channel's future, so stay tuned, subscribe to make sure you don't miss it and help support us. So let's get into it. Jan Blachowicz is like a fine wine. He just keeps getting better with age. He finally touched UFC gold at 38 years of age and defended the title in this fight against Adesanya, which legitimised his reign. He comes across in interviews as a genuinely lovely guy, but the reputation of his legendary Polish power precedes him in the cage. The reason his story is so special is because he is no stranger to ups and downs in his career. He has dropped some decisions. He's been TKO'd by Thiago Santos before, and that was just before going on a tear, and now he's rising up like a phoenix, and he's viciously KO'd and stopped some great fighters. He absolutely poleaxed Luke Rockhold with a beautiful left hook. He avenged his decision loss to Corey Anderson by KOing him stiff, and he brutally broke the nose and the dreams of a man that arguably beat John Jones and Dominic Reyes. His style is characterised by scary power alongside some great technique and very solid fundamentals. Let's appreciate some of his veteran tricks together. So we'll start with the jab. Blachowicz displayed a very intelligent jab in this fight. Now Adesanya has fantastic head movement and feet movement, but he will usually move his feet when attacks persist. Before that happens, he just likes to move his head to the side or just out of range. Here we see some fantastic double jabs, jabs to the chest area and jabs to the body from Blachowicz. This is a great way to approach attacking a fighter with slick head movement, either by doubling or tripling the jab, or to jab at an area that isn't really moving so much, not the head, the chest or the body. And because this area moves much less, it is very easily hittable, and you can still cause damage, disrupt the rhythm, or set something up. Next we move to the left kick. Now what is beautiful about the left kick of Blachowicz is that he rarely switches his feet to throw it. Now this means the kick is less telegraphed. Instead, he creeps his right foot forward and then seesaws his weight backwards to generate power. We also see him occupy the guard with punches upstairs if the opponent backs away, and guess what? They're backing up into the power arc of the kick. Blachowicz will usually put the kick on the end of his punching combinations, hitting the open body when the guard has gone up. Now this works particularly well against southpaws because they are usually used to defending the rear kick against orthodox fighters, and it can be awkward for a southpaw to defend their right side, which is the landing zone of the left kick. Blachowicz likes to slide it into the ribs, under the line of sight, and he also likes to slide it outside the line of vision to the head. This worked very well against Adesanya. It also worked very well against Reyes to the body. And taking this kick upstairs is how he initially hurt Luke Rockhold in their fight. Great dexterity in the legs from the big man. And another detail to this is that it encourages the opponent to circle into his right hand in order to get away from the kick. Another great facet to the game of Blachowicz is his timing. He is fantastic at countering fighters and initiating his attacks when they don't expect it. Here we see him countering Adesanya's southpaw left hand with a beautiful left hook. The counter left hook is also a shot that finished Reyes off. He sits patiently waiting for his opponent to open up on him, and then bang! If you're overcommitted, it could be the end of the fight for you, especially with the shot coming outside the peripheral vision of the southpaw because their right side is forward. Another way his timing is used is catching his opponents in a lull. Here we see Blachowicz initiating his attack when Adesanya switches stances and is looking to get comfortable. But he's never allowed to get comfortable because he's immediately under fire. And psychologically in a fight, when fighters can't get comfortable, they start to make mistakes. This is perfectly exploited by Blachowicz. Now, Blachowicz essentially won the fight with takedowns and ground control. But how does he get the takedowns? Well, he gets the takedowns when Adesanya is attacking him, or he thinks they're exchanging, and is slightly overcommitted. It's great use of his eyes, and it's just a great use of timing to change the realm of the fight when Adesanya isn't expecting it. It also takes some real patience to execute this timing well. Maybe it should be the legendary Polish patience rather than the legendary Polish power. In this fight, Adesanya was clearly lighter and quicker, but in combat sports, timing beats speed, and the timing of Blachowicz is exemplary, and ultimately ended up winning him the fight. So our question this week is, what is next for Adesanya? Who should he face in what weight class? Also, if Blachowicz ends up facing Glover Teixeira, who wins that fight for the light heavyweight title? If you have made it this far, thank you for your attention. Drop the video a like, and see you on the next one, guys.